In the bustling world of daytime television, where celebrities often grace the stage with smiles and scripted charm, an unexpected storm brewed on the set of The Kelly Clarkson Show. Jim Carrey, the enigmatic comedian known for his rubber-faced antics and profound philosophical musings, arrived as a guest to promote his latest artistic endeavors. The audience buzzed with anticipation, expecting the usual light-hearted banter and perhaps a few impressions to lighten the mood. Kelly Clarkson, the affable host with her powerhouse voice and down-to-earth personality, welcomed him with open arms, her Texas charm radiating through the studio lights. But as the conversation unfolded, cracks began to appear in the polished facade. Carrey, ever the provocateur, steered the dialogue towards deeper waters, questioning the very fabric of Hollywood's illusionary glamour. He spoke of his disillusionment with fame, the emptiness of awards, and the societal masks people wear daily. Clarkson, trying to keep things upbeat, interjected with jokes and segues back to his movies, but Carrey persisted, his intensity growing. The exchange heated up when Carrey delved into conspiracy theories, touching on media manipulation and the control of public narratives. The audience shifted uncomfortably as his words cut through the air like a sharp blade. Clarkson, sensing the shift, attempted to redirect, but Carrey's passion overflowed. He stood up abruptly, gesturing wildly, his voice rising in a tirade against consumerism and environmental neglect. Producers in the control room scrambled, whispering urgent directives into Clarkson's earpiece. The host's smile faltered, her eyes widening in surprise. Carrey, undeterred, continued his monologue, drawing parallels between his iconic roles and real-life deceptions. Security personnel edged closer to the stage, ready to intervene if needed. The confrontation peaked when Carrey accused the show of perpetuating superficiality, pointing fingers at the sponsors flashing on screens. Clarkson, now visibly agitated, defended her platform, emphasizing positivity and entertainment. Words flew like sparks, igniting a verbal firestorm that left the audience stunned. In a moment of escalation, Carrey knocked over a prop table in his enthusiasm, sending coffee cups tumbling. Clarkson, drawing the line, signaled for a commercial break, but the damage was done. Whispers rippled through the crowd as the lights dimmed momentarily. Back from break, the tension lingered, but Carrey's seat was empty. Rumors swirled immediately. Had he stormed off, or was he escorted out? Social media erupted with clips and speculations, turning the incident into a viral sensation overnight. Analysts debated whether it was a publicity stunt or a genuine breakdown. Carrey later tweeted cryptically about authenticity, fueling the fire. Clarkson addressed it in a follow-up episode, laughing it off but acknowledging the unexpected turn. The event highlighted the clash between celebrity personas and raw human emotions, reminding viewers that behind the laughter, deeper currents flow. In retrospect, it was a pivotal moment in talk show history, blending comedy with controversy in a way only Carrey could orchestrate. The fallout included boosted ratings for the show and renewed interest in Carrey's work, proving that even chaos can be captivating. As the dust settled, one thing was clear: daytime TV would never be quite the same after that fiery encounter. Delving deeper into the prelude of the infamous clash, Jim Carrey's arrival at the studio was marked by an aura of unpredictability. Dressed in his signature eclectic style, a vibrant Hawaiian shirt paired with philosophical tattoos peeking out, he greeted the crew with exaggerated bows and impromptu jokes. Kelly Clarkson, prepping in her dressing room, reviewed notes on his career highlights, from Ace Ventura to Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, aiming for a nostalgic vibe. The segment was planned meticulously, a fun game, a song duet, and heartfelt chat. But Carrey, fresh from his painting phase and spiritual retreats, had other ideas. As cameras rolled, the initial pleasantries flowed smoothly. Clarkson complimented his artistry, and Carrey responded with self-deprecating humor. Yet, subtle signs of discord emerged early. When asked about his hiatus from acting, Carrey's eyes lit up with fervor, launching into a discourse on existentialism. He quoted Nietzsche and Alan Watts, weaving in anecdotes from his life. Clarkson nodded politely, but her attempts to pivot to lighter topics were met with resistance. Carrey's voice modulated from whimsical to intense, his gestures amplifying each point. The audience laughed nervously at first, mistaking it for performance art. But as he critiqued the entertainment industry's role in distracting the masses from global issues like climate change and inequality, the room's energy shifted. Clarkson, a master of empathy, tried to relate, sharing her own struggles with fame. However, Carrey interrupted, challenging her views on corporate sponsorships. The confrontation ignited when he questioned the authenticity of product placements on her show. "Is this real connection or just another ad?" he boomed, his face contorting in trademark exaggeration. Clarkson, taken aback, defended her integrity, her voice cracking slightly under the pressure. The exchange escalated rapidly, with Carrey pacing the stage like a caged animal, his words a torrent of passion. Producers signaled frantically, but the live broadcast captured every raw moment. Security approached cautiously, whispering pleas for calm. Carrey, in a dramatic flourish, mimicked being silenced, covering his mouth theatrically before removing it to continue. Clarkson stood her ground, asserting that her show was a space for joy, not debates. The peak came when Carrey referenced historical figures who challenged norms, comparing himself to them boldly. The audience gasped as he overturned a stool in emphasis, the clatter echoing. Clarkson, prioritizing safety and decorum, called for intervention. Guards escorted Carrey off stage amid applause and boos. The host composed herself, apologizing to viewers and transitioning to the next segment. Post-incident, investigations revealed no prior animosity. It was spontaneous combustion. Carrey's representatives issued a statement praising his commitment to truth-telling. Clarkson reflected on it as a learning experience, emphasizing boundaries in conversations. The event sparked discussions on mental health in Hollywood and the fine line between entertainment and enlightenment. Media outlets dissected every frame, turning it into a case study for talk show dynamics. In the end, it underscored Carrey's evolution from comedian to cultural critic, leaving an indelible mark on the industry. Reflecting on the immediate aftermath of Jim Carrey's explosive exit from The Kelly Clarkson Show, the studio descended into a whirlwind of confusion and chatter. Crew members hustled to reset the set, while audience members whipped out phones to capture the lingering tension. Kelly Clarkson, ever the professional, regained her composure during the commercial break, her team offering quick pep talks. When the show resumed, she addressed the elephant in the room with humor, joking about unexpected plot twists in real life. Viewers at home flooded social media with reactions. Hashtags like #CarreyClarksonClash trending globally. Carrey, meanwhile, was seen leaving the building with a serene smile, as if the confrontation was just another scene in his life's movie. Paparazzi swarmed, shouting questions, but he responded with enigmatic waves and peace signs. Back in the control room, producers reviewed footage, debating edits for reruns. The incident quickly made headlines, with outlets labeling it a fiery confrontation that exposed the underbelly of celebrity interactions. Analysts pondered Carrey's motive. Was it a deliberate act to promote his anti-establishment views, or a genuine outburst? Clarkson, in interviews following, expressed surprise but no ill will, praising Carrey's talent while noting the importance of mutual respect. The video clips circulated virally, amassing millions of views on platforms like YouTube and TikTok. Comment sections buzzed with divided opinions. Some hailed Carrey as a truth speaker, others criticized his disruption. Late-night hosts lampooned the event, with impressions of both parties adding levity. Carrey broke his silence via a podcast appearance, elaborating on his points without apology, emphasizing the need for awakening in society. He described the show as a microcosm of broader issues, where authenticity clashes with commercialism. Clarkson responded graciously on her show, inviting open dialogues but setting clearer guidelines. The fallout boosted both their profiles. Carrey's art sales surged, and Clarkson's ratings hit new highs. Legal teams ensured no lawsuits ensued, framing it as passionate discourse. Psychologists weighed in, discussing the pressures of public life and the value of vulnerability. Fans organized petitions for a rematch, hoping for reconciliation. In Hollywood circles, the story became lore, whispered at parties as a cautionary tale. Carrey continued his pursuits, undeterred, while Clarkson fortified her show's format. The event highlighted the unpredictable nature of live TV, where scripts can unravel in seconds. Months later, Retrospectives analyzed body language and verbal cues, revealing underlying tensions. Ultimately, it served as a reminder that celebrities are human, prone to moments of intensity that captivate the world. Exploring the cultural ripple effects of the Jim Carrey-Kelly Clarkson Showdown, the incident transcended mere entertainment gossip to spark broader conversations. Social commentators dissected how it mirrored societal divides, with Carrey representing the disillusioned artist and Clarkson the optimistic everyman. Online forums erupted in debates, some accusing Carrey of arrogance, others applauding his courage. Memes proliferated, featuring his exaggerated expressions overlaid with quotes from The Clash. Television networks replayed segments, boosting ad revenues amid the hype. Carrey's fanbase rallied, organizing virtual watch parties of his films to show support. Clarkson, meanwhile, used the momentum to highlight mental health awareness on her show, inviting experts to discuss emotional expression. The Confrontation inspired parodies on Saturday Night Live, with actors mimicking the heated exchange to comedic effect. Industry insiders speculated on future bookings, wondering if Carrey's reputation would deter invitations. Yet, his unfiltered style only enhanced his allure for edgier platforms. Clarkson reflected in a memoir excerpt, describing the event as a growth opportunity. Public relations experts analyzed the handling, praising both for avoiding escalation into scandal. The video script of the incident became a hot commodity, with breakdowns on YouTube channels garnering analytical views. Philosophers drew parallels to Socratic dialogues, where discomfort leads to insight. Environmental groups latched on to Carrey's mentions, using clips in campaigns. Music artists sampled the audio in tracks, turning Confrontation into art. The global reach saw translations in multiple languages, resonating with international audiences facing similar cultural critiques. Carrey embarked on a speaking tour, expanding on themes from the show. Clarkson hosted follow-up episodes with comedians, ensuring lighter tones. The event's legacy influenced talk show protocols, with added pre-interview screenings. Ratings analysts noted a spike in viewer engagement, proving controversy sells. In academia, communication studies incorporated it as a case example. Fans speculated on a potential reunion, dreaming of a harmonious sequel. Carrey's social media posts post-incident gained profound traction, blending humor with wisdom. Clarkson's resilience shone, solidifying her as a beloved host. The Clash, though fiery, fostered unexpected alliances, like joint charity appearances. Media evolution was evident, with live streams amplifying real-time reactions. In hindsight, it was a catalyst for authenticity in media, challenging polished perfection. Unpacking the personal impacts on Jim Carrey and Kelly Clarkson post-Confrontation reveals layers of resilience and reflection. For Carrey, the event reaffirmed his path away from mainstream Hollywood, channeling energy into painting and activism. He reported feeling liberated, as if shedding another layer of his persona. Interviews post-incident showed a calmer demeanor, with gratitude for the platform despite the exit. His inner circle described it as therapeutic, aligning with his spiritual journey. Clarkson, on the other hand, navigated the spotlight with grace, using it to connect deeper with her audience. She shared vulnerabilities in songs and talks, turning potential negativity into empowerment. Her team bolstered security measures, ensuring smoother future segments.